Yes!
Let's go, Floating Strawberry. His secret power is probably yummy deliciousness. Go figure he ate his own berries. Believe me, been there, done that. If you're looking for a new RPG game to play, you're in luck, because today we're playing Towerborne, and it is actually extremely fun. I've played about 30 hours and got amazing first impressions with the game. Towerborne is created by Stoic Studios. Keep in mind, Towerborne is still in early access, and it's still already insanely fun to play. Currently, my character is level 24, and the cool thing about this is you can switch and level up all of your actual classes whenever you want. And I'll show you them in a little bit, but the cool thing about this is, again, I'm using the Pyro class. If I want to switch to the Sentinel and level up my Sentinel class, I can do that, and I can level them all up over time and just play them all. And that way I can test and play any class I want at any point that I want and continue to keep the level for each class if I ever want to switch. Now, the first thing is we're trying to get over here to the Molten World area so that way we can unlock that boss and finish that quest. So we're going to jump into this discovery mission in the Fungi Forest, which is essentially just exploration missions. As you can see, we got our Pyro class here built out pretty neat with our little Kraken pets. Now, the cool thing about the Pyro class, and the reason I've been playing the Pyro class a lot, is because there were just a ton of fire attacks, and a lot of games I play melee warrior builds anyways. But again, this build on top of it does heavy attacks and like burns every enemy you see. There's a bunch of different abilities we have. It's actually pretty difficult. What's cool with the Pyro class is you actually have a seer ability, so you can cast this. And it makes every single attack you do basically burn the enemy. And you can see that with the stacks of burn here, with those regular attacks, these guys are getting burned like 50 points of damage every single second just from using our seer ability. And we have a couple things and ways we can charge that up so that way we can charge it up extremely quick. Like, for instance, if we're attacking this guy and then we hit RB right after our attack, you can see it charges our seer up a lot in one go. But again, we can heavy attack this guy, burn him up, and you can chain a bunch of your burns together. And again, you can just basically shoot these guys. So you get the best of both worlds. You get melee and range damage, and it's pretty insane. So with some of our gear, you can see we have that protection orb around us. There are these things called aspects, which I'll show you here in a minute. But you can put aspects on your gear, and we're essentially gaining protection or upgraded defense when we evade an attack perfectly like that. But again, the way these discovery missions work is, for the most part, the discovery missions, you get some pretty decent loot out of them once you get to the end. You're basically trying to path over to bosses and other nodes. So like you're completing the level along the way, but then at the end you get like a chest with a bunch of good rewards in it. And then again, once you get to the bosses or you get to challenge missions like this, you get even better rewards after that. See, we'll pop our seer here, and now we just go to town, just destroying these guys with burn. One of the cool things I noticed with the Pyro class too is, especially with enemies that require block break, you can basically just hold down the heavy attack button to block break, and you can stun and hit a bunch of these enemies at once. And you can see we got the chest there. So you pop one of our healing potions because we desperately need that. And here we are at the end. So that was the discovery mission, and it's just a regular mission. But again, we get some loot at the end. Hopefully it's some good stuff. My character looks pretty insane, if I must be honest. You can see there's kind of like an overall account level. My character for the Pyro class specifically is level 24. You can see we're almost here at level 25. Let's go back to the town. So the main idea is you start at Belfry, and you can go from node to node, eventually going out towards the outer edges of the map. Eventually you unlock better gear. You have better gear score. In the top left, you can see we have a 360 current gear score rating, and you do these essentially discovery missions, which are basically like regular levels. Not only that, but eventually you can unlock different missions with different characters and also unlock chest rewards and different things as you're mapping across the world. Now, one important thing here is as you progress throughout the game, you actually have to complete missions, but there are different danger levels for different missions as you progress farther out from the Belfry Tower. Now, in order to unlock those different danger areas and progress farther and farther throughout the game, you actually need to come over here to Courage, who is the adorable little bunny with the gigantic sword. And you can come over here and interact to actually then complete these danger license trials. So in order to get to the danger level 2 areas, which is a little bit farther out than the very middle of where you start, you need to complete the danger license trial level 2. Same goes for level 3, 4, and 5. And again, it recommends you a gear score level here just for difficulties, but as you progress, get better gear and upgrade your gear, you have to come in here and actually complete these danger license trials to move to further areas. So not only are you just playing regular missions, beating pretty hard bosses for those missions, but you also have to beat the pretty hard bosses for the danger license trials to continue to progress. Not only that, but you can easily look for different groups. So some of these bosses recommend that you play in a group just because they're a little harder. You can actually come right here, create a public group, or you can just join a public group for any like direct mission that's in this area, or you can just interact and invite other people right from this menu to invite them to a group and just start playing. So the cool thing about Towerborne is it encourages you to play all the classes because you can level them all and switch between them as you need. So again, we're using the Pirate class. This is where we can use our Seer ability and burn enemies. The Sentinel specifically. Now for our skills, there's a couple good skills that we have specifically for the Pirate class. So we use Crimson Uppercut a lot. We're essentially like shooting up a column of flame and just like hitting the enemy over and over. Blazing Roar, this is a huge damage ability. Like especially on bosses, this just allows you to just melt bosses and big groups of enemies right in front of you. You just spray them with like lava right out of the end of your weapon. And we have weapon mechanics too. So essentially this uses our like base mechanic for each class. So the weapon mechanic for Seer basically makes your weapon burn enemies. So ideally we're running Pyro Surge, so that way we can quickly recover our Seer. And we also use Persistent Pyre. That just increases the overall duration of our Seer on top of it. You can see there's a ton of high level skills down here. Things like Volcanic Wrath just lets you rain down molten lava on everyone. Ember Cyclone. So there's a ton of skills in here. I can't wait to unlock. The Sentinel specifically has a block and parry mechanic. And they can essentially build up Valor and use that to enhance their weapon and attacks. You can see some of the skills here. We have like dashing skills. We have things like Steady Strikes, which is just a ton of overall hits. We have Shield Rush and different abilities with our shield, like the Crown Breaker, a shield slamming ability. And again, you can see we upgrade guard and parry here. So that way we can jump into things like Valor, where we upgrade our weapon a significant amount. Detonating parry, where when we parry, we get a huge hit off of it. And eventually things like Shield Surf, where we can literally surf across the map and just deal damage to enemies across the way. There's also a ton of advanced combat options for the Sentinel. Again, huge hit combos like the heavy to light combo here. You can see it's a 5-hit combo. Shatter Bash, where you can actually apply weakness to enemies for more damage. Last Stand, that gives you a ton of free defensive abilities. And Shield Bash, where you can just inflict tons of stun to every enemy around you. There's a ton of advanced combat options for all classes, but a bunch of really cool ones, especially bleed mechanics for the Sentinel. We also have the Rock Breaker, who essentially uses like 2 big rock fists and just starts pummeling every enemy in front. You can see here you could do like a thunderclap and just kind of blow all of them away completely off the screen. Counter Argument, where you can essentially do like a parry attack right back at the enemy that just smashes the ground. Feels like Jackhammer, where you can just pound the ground over and over and over again. Barrage, where you can literally just go ham swinging your rock fists at enemies nonstop. Even doing things like Keg Toss eventually allows you to just blow enemies completely off the screen. You can even come in and bring down the old elbow on them. And then the Shadow Striker, which is essentially like your assassin stealth kind of build. Then they have the unique Shadow Feint ability. It actually lets them come in and out of battle, allowing you to deal massive amounts of damage and quick attacks. So things like Death Rattle let you go right through enemies. Smoke Veil can make you basically invisible and increase your stealth for more damage. And Lightning Step, where you can just deal tons of huge combos straight through enemies flying in the air. Now again, there's a ton of high movement, quick stealth attacks out of the Shadow Striker skills, weapon mechanics, and advanced combat, where you can poison enemies. So now we're back at Belfry, the tower, basically central hub, where you have access to everything you need, all the hugs, all the company, everything. So we're going to go to our daily mission board here. Basically, we're trying to do these 3 missions because these 3 missions give us completion rewards that are those writs you can see in the bottom right. Essentially, we're trying to unlock one of these different cosmetic sets that I'm really trying to finish up. So you can see there are these unlocked, basically, again, free versions. A lot of these you can get completely for free without ever having to like pay any money for. You just spend these in-game writs or currencies on them. So we have this set, but we also primarily have Ogden's Trove and this new Shiro Stash premium set. So basically, when you pre-order the game or through different events, you get access to these curio cores, those little lantern-like things, and you can like basically claim these sets to then start unlocking them with your regular writs or in-game currency that you normally earn. So again, I did one of the in-game events. I got a curio core. I unlocked this premium cosmetic set for it, again, for free just by playing the game. And now I'm just working to build up my writs so that way I can spend it and get all of this set completely unlocked. You can see the wolf set here and then the tier 3 set. So basically, I have to unlock this mask, and then I have to unlock all of the tier 2 stuff, and then I can unlock all of the tier 3 stuff, and basically get all these cosmetics for free just by playing the game. Now, you can also get stuff from the store itself, but again, you don't have to pay for this stuff. There are plenty of cosmetics you can earn in the game completely for free, and you can get those with Belfry bucks, and even some pretty cool bundles. Right now there's a Tengu's bundle in here, which is pretty sick. And if you get the premium edition, you actually get 5,000 Belfry bucks, which is literally $50 worth. So, and also here I've been debating back and forth, trying to figure out what pet I want. You get different pets, or Umbrals as they're called in Towerborne. We have Iska and McCracken. So McCracken does a little stationary field that grants you extra focus, and then Iska actually shoots long range projectiles and can actually block break enemies. So we're gonna stick with Iska for now, and we're going to throw on that. I think our gear is pretty much good to go, and we've upgraded it pretty well. We actually want to interact with this specific node right here and do this level because this is an Umbra Shrine level, which means we can get a new pet. We're going to try and run this on level 3 because I just unlocked danger level 4. But again, I want to upgrade my gear a little bit more before I do that. So we need to watch out for the spiky things because they actually hurt pretty bad. Put them in the toaster. It's getting toasty. We got this guy. He looks a little freaked out. Doesn't feel really well. Probably ate some bad turnips. His cart sitting on the side of the road. Go figure he ate his own berries. Believe me, been there, done that. I know how that's going to be later for that guy. Feels bad. Let's see. We got our little flame tornado attack charged up. Let's hit that real quick. Boom. And there's a bomb on the ground. Can we smack it away? No, we can't. Got more spear guys. Got a shield guy. Do some heavy attacks here and just throw them up in the air right into the thorns. Some of these guys have bombs and it's kind of difficult to see them. So we're going to do this, and that's spitting out enemies. This is like a little house, like that little thing in Star Wars that, you know, like drops the little droids. Except this thing like looks like it's alive. We're going to take care of that. So that way these guys spawn at an insane rate sometimes. Lord. Uh-oh, it hurts. This guy ate the berries too. If you see berries in the wilderness, eat them. You never know. They could be the best berries you've ever had. I mean, they, you know, they may, give you the runs or something, but berries are good, especially blueberries. Again, these are red berries and they're too big to be strawberries. You don't know what a berry is. Don't trust it. Oh, and here we got a bunch of the bushels over here. Let's go. And this guy's got like spiky armor on. Come on, one hit, tap him, pop. Okay, sweet. And we got a boss. Nice. The Gobo Brute. Let's see. We're gonna throw down our little, oh, we got a missile launcher. We're gonna missile launch this guy, dodge him up, set our burn activated, and come here. Guy's backing up and running away from me. Stat, burn him, get rid of this bomb guy, but we're gonna burn him. Burn him again. Let's see how many burns we can get off on this guy. And heavy attack, block break. You can see his yellow stun bar is there. So I think we block break or stun this guy once we get that yellow bar all the way down, basically right there. And then we're going to use our ability to burn this guy for big damage. We're going to burn him again, stack our burn stacks on this guy. Oh, we got our burn ability available again, and he's gone. Now time to pick up the berries, which again, if you're in the world, you're walking down the street, don't eat stray berries. And oh, no way. Please tell me this. Please tell me this is the pet we get. I usually don't get excited about stuff, but if this is the pet we get, like, please be that guy. I'm going to be disappointed if it's not this floating strawberry. I'm going to be mad. Yes! Let's go, floating strawberry. For the dub. His secret power is probably yummy deliciousness. Oh, you know we got to go straight for it. Hang on, before we look, does he have cosmetics? He does have a cosmetic. He's a little Viking, but then you can't tell he's a strawberry. So nope, can't have that. Summons a projectile from above, dealing massive damage and block breaking at the point of impact. You already know. You're already my favorite. We've got a floating strawberry. The Umbras and pets in this game and collecting them has single-handedly made this worthwhile for me. Like outside of anything else, it's kind of crazy. One thing we do need to do really quick though is we do need to upgrade our gear. So we can upgrade our gear here by dismantling, basically building up like our spirit dust, which we can use to upgrade things. And there's different tiers of that, as you can see in the bottom right, depending on what tier you're upgrading. But ideally we need to dismantle a bunch of these to actually have enough so that way we can upgrade our weapons. So we're going to dismantle all this stuff, and here we can bulk dismantle, and we get 603 basic spirit dust. That should be enough for an upgrade. And let's see, we'll go with our pants here. We can upgrade our pants one time, so we get the upgrade, we get the big bonus from that. We don't have enough to upgrade the rest, but we do have an aspect that we may want to swap out or add to our jacket here. So aspects are essentially like little bonuses that you can get for your gear, and we can basically set these up to help us deal a lot more damage. We're using our aspects, and we can attach an aspect to this gear. I'm trying to see what we want. We can get damage to afflicted enemies. We're always afflicting burn, so that's probably the best. Damage while HP is full and burn damage. This has break bar damage, burn damage, and damage, so we're sticking with this one. But yeah, that aspect is set up there, and again, we have aspects on our other gear, so the aspects can make your gear again way better, give you like extra abilities and stuff like that. And also one thing, if you look, there's actually different gear sets. So for instance, this Brute's helm, you get extra regen for yourself and your allies. There are different sets like this for gear throughout the game, so as you collect them and get more, again, wearing multiple pieces like this for a set can actually give you some pretty unique and pretty really good bonuses. For instance, one of the ones I used early was this Trampler's Vest or Trampler Set, 3 out of 3. It actually increases and lets you use an extra flask use and also upgrades your flask healing by 5%. Combining that with one of your basic skills here like Mending Potency, so you get plus 10% flask healing, and things like Mender's Boon means you can get a ton of flasks and a ton of healing. Let's see, tier 3, we got T4 gear. Look at the cape. Look at that. Another thing is for different missions and clearing different ventures, essentially a venture is like this where there's a large boss and you have to complete the entire level and the boss all in itself. And we actually have another Umbra over there, which I so desperately want. One thing we need to do is pin this Molden Wield quest, which is going to be over here. So that's the one we're going to try and work towards completing that. The real question is, should we do this? I'll do this with this character in it, and then we'll go over here and do the Molden Wield venture itself. We're going to try this on danger level 4 for the first time to see if we get absolutely annihilated or not. Okay, let's see what we have here. Can I touch those? It felt wrong touching that. It felt wrong. I know what you're thinking. There's so many eggs. I wasn't wondering what he was doing sitting in an egg, eating the egg itself. It's like a post-apocalyptic world that evil's taken over. So people eat anything they can because they have no food. Guys, we're eating eggs and random berries. And in the nicest way I can say it, just demolishing your back area. You know, again, kids, don't eat random things as you get older. No more spicy food. And not only that, this specific enemy type is like jumping all over the place. It's ridiculous. Oh, okay. Well, we lost. There was a timer. We're going to go right back into the bunny land. Okay, let's actually look what our objective is this time. If we look over here on the right, see if it tells us what to do. Destroy the eggs. Okay, we got a minute to destroy the eggs. Makes sense. We have to destroy a lot of these. My character does not move that fast. Oh, we can dodge through them. What am I doing? I should have been doing that from the beginning. Oh, there's so many. Oh, why? Welcome to the world of Belfry, where humanity has basically collapsed. Everyone is starving to death. And now everyone just lives in Belfry Tower and just looks over all the evil monsters that surround the entire world. Your job? Go clear out those monsters, become powerful, and like every other NPC in this game, don't eat random food that your stomach can't handle. Good job, little strawberry. We're gonna see what we get here. In our first danger 4 mission. Yes, we did. We got a tier 4 weapon, which is perfect because that does a lot more damage than our current one. Let's see. Now we can do Molden Wield. We're not going to do this at tier 4 because we're going to get absolutely herb stomped. Oh, let's get some burn off real fast. Oh, this is perfect time. Do it. Use your abilities. Okay, here we go. We got the Madpole Bouncer. Let's do it. Got to get rid of all of his little minions first. And now time to burn this fella. Time to let him burn. Get our seer ready. Here we go. This guy's almost stunned. How that hurt. That should stun him, and then we can use our extra ability here. There we go. Use our other one. Pop our seer. Burn him again. Almost there, and got him. Venture completed. Let's see what our loot. Do the loot. Towerborne is available on Steam and Xbox to all Xbox players on Xbox Game Pass through Xbox Preview. You can get it and start playing with your friends. If you have Xbox Game Pass, you should be good to go. The cool thing about Towerborne is it is constantly getting new updates, fresh events, and things that are brought into the game. Now, what's my brutally honest opinion on Towerborne? Well, at first, I didn't think I was really going to like it, to be completely honest with you, because the way the levels are and the side combat kind of works. But after I played for about 2 hours, I got hooked. I played it 5 hours. I played 10 hours. The next thing you know, I'm 20 hours in because, in my opinion, the game is very fun to play. That's me being completely honest. Again, with the gear system, the aspect system to kind of help build out your character, the different classes that you can play and easily, and I mean easily, switch between to constantly play different styles. With the tons of different skill options that there are available for a game like this, it gives you a bunch of build variety, a bunch of things to do. Keep in mind, again, with quests, different gear, and even the curio section where you can basically earn just through playing your own cosmetic items without having to go spend a bunch of money in the store. Gives you something fun, and again, this game is kind of chill to play, so it's a great cross between a chill game to play, a little bit difficult, but also giving you that RPG experience where you can try multiple classes, play with your friends, and overall just have a really great time. And let me tell you, for a chill RPG game that lets you test out and play multiple classes super easy with a ton of cool in-game mechanics, they did a really good job with this game. Make sure you try out Towerborne below, because trust me, because if you find yourself between RPG games like me, this is a nice, chill, just jump on and play, fun kind of experience that you don't want to miss. So check out that link below. Again, if you get the premium edition, you get a ton of in-game currency and things like that that you can spend for not that much extra, and cosmetic items that you can only get from specific editions of the game, which can make your character look pretty awesome. I would give this one a B+, highly recommended. So check out Towerborne below. Thank you guys very much. Thank you Stoic Games for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And by all means, jump in and have a blast.